My Chamber TV. I'm your host, Barbara. You know what? We're the heart of your community here at My Chamber TV, and it's really exciting to be here to give you a chance to come in and talk about your community, talk about what's going on, special events, ribbon cutting ceremonies, and to promote your chamber and your businesses. With me is Chip Wickmanowski.
Excellent.
Ooh. All right, I was afraid I'd injure your name today. Welcome, Chip. It's great to have you. Chip is actually president of West Pasco Chamber, and Chip's agreed to come on and join the fun here with My Chamber TV. I tell you, when I was taking notes on the accomplishments, it's amazing what you've done in your personal and your business life, being an actor and being out in the community with all these wonderful events that you've created and accomplishments. So we want you to share with everyone out there in TV land here on My Chamber TV, what's going on in the West Pasco Chamber. I read in one article that you want to create the WOW. So what's the WOW?
Well, the WOW is based upon what we do as an organization to help us make West Pasco the greatest community you could ever want to live in. Every single community that is able to say what a great community they are has a Chamber of Commerce behind it, as far as I'm concerned. And together with our businesses, we're going to make all of West Pasco the best place anybody would ever want to live.
Now, why do you say that?
Why do I say the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce is going to do that? Because
Yeah.
I have one of the most outstanding executive committees and full board of directors you would ever want to be associated with. And I'm also very, very fortunate, and of course Jamie Mick is our current chairman, but I'm also very fortunate to have a tremendous, tremendous staff. I've got Maria Johnson as my membership director. I've got Shirley Kleinhans as the office manager and bookkeeper. Michelle Anderson is our secretary and office coordinator, and I like to call her our creator of first impressions. And we also have our newest member of the chamber, a young lady that we just hired out of the University of South Florida, Lauren St. Martin, who is our events and marketing coordinator. And together, we're really putting some synergy into what's going on under the leadership, of course, of our board of directors and our executive committee, and we're really going to put West Pasco's best foot forward, including from Arapika all the way down to Holiday and out to the Suncoast Parkway.
Wow, you know, that is really exciting. You know, this is what we want to bring to you so that you can know what's going out in your community. I mean, I think you have me convinced to move back to Pasco. I lived there for many, many years, and of course I loved it. We're down here in a different area in Pinellas right now, but that is so exciting, and you really come from the heart, and I'm glad to see that. So can you share some of the events that you have coming up, some of the things that you were really proud of that you have done in the past, and why you're, you know, in this seat to really promote a great chamber?
Well, let me start off by saying for the first 15 months, I've been with the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce now for 15 months. I've really wanted the organization to take let's sit back and see the things that we're doing, what we've done that's been really good,
Sure.
what we've done that maybe isn't so good, and how can we improve ourselves as an organization. I've been very blessed, first of all, to be able to take over the helm of an organization that was led by Joe Alpine for the past 15 and a half years. And Joe and I were in Leadership Pasco together back in 1997. We're the class of 98, the best West Pasco, or the best Leadership Pasco class, by the way. But we, taking over for Joe, it was a very smooth transition. Joe did an excellent job as the president of the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce over the years, and so me coming into that position, it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be for the transition. a lot of people, of course, said, Chip, you know, you are going into a position that's just made for you. You mentioned my community involvement back when I was a principal of Calouse Elementary School and Gulfside Elementary School. I truly believe that a community has to work together to make that whole Hillary Clinton, it takes a village. It truly is that meaningful. I think that as an organization, the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce is taking great steps to make that happen. We are centered in the downtown area of Newport Richey,
yes.
but we look at all that's going on with Newport Richey, and we look at that as sort of like the flower, and when that flower blooms, it's going to encompass everything that takes place all over all of West Pasco.
That's so exciting. It truly is. And I love what you're talking about as far as everybody getting involved and just really feeling part of the community. I know myself, as I was mentioning to you, for many, many years, I wasn't able to get involved, and now I'm getting, you know, it's almost like I'm sort of getting my feet wet all over again, and now have this opportunity to interview somebody like yourself and some of our other guests in the show today. So one thing I wanted to ask you was, what do you feel that you can affect the West Pasco Chamber as far as being a little bit different than the other chambers out there? What is going to be your niche? Where are you going with that? Can you tell a little?
I can tell a little. That may still be determined. We've done some things over the past 15 months, as I said, that have allowed us to take a look at what we've done as an organization. One of the things that we've really begun to push is extra communication. We really want to push social media, obviously. We want to push our website, and behind us I know you see our current temporary website. We're developing a new website, but we want to make it as user-friendly as possible, not only for our members, but also for the community. We have a community calendar that we allow all organizations to post their events that are going to happening on the community calendar, because when people think of the Chamber of Commerce, they think of, that's the place I need to go to get information about our community. So we want that there. As an organization, we have really come together with putting together the committee structure of our organization. We're sort of like still working on the infrastructure of the organization. We have a arm's length list of committees, but we've really focused on several committees to really get us moving in the right direction. Number one is membership.
Oh, membership is huge, absolutely.
Obviously, for any Chamber of Commerce, sustainability of the organization is your membership. The dues paying members are important. We're close to 900 members now in the West Pasco community. I remember a time that as being a member of this chamber for the past 20-some years, that this organization once had 1,100, almost 1,200 members. We've got to get back to 1,200 members in West Pasco, and we're going to. And there are some things that we're taking steps to make that happen. But obviously the sustainability. So we're focused on membership. So we established a true membership committee this year. Tina Shelton is the chairman of that committee at this point in time. Tina does an excellent job. We just completed a survey of the membership, trying to find out what are the things that they want, what are the things that we're doing that they think aren't actually beneficial to them. And we're very excited over the response we received on that, and that committee is then going to take that information and work. So, membership committee. The second committee that we're really working on is our education committee. The Chamber of Commerce is all about education. When I say education, I just don't mean K-12, I just don't mean secondary or post-secondary education, but I mean the education of our members as well. As an organization, to be a successful organization to our members, because obviously if they're going to stay in as a member, they have to have a perceived value of what that membership is. So if we can provide trainings for them, opportunities for them to learn how to be better business people, it's going to be to our advantage. As a matter of fact, bringing back our roundtables. We have a roundtable Friday morning. Howard Bassick from SCORE is going to be coordinating a simple roundtable on how to get the most bang for your marketing bucks when you don't have a lot of bucks to market.
Now that is music to my ears, because there's so many businesses out there, even still, that might be struggling. So this really, truly is music to my ears. And I was going to ask you about that, on what you were going to do for the members to make it worth their while to become members. So this all sounds great. Carry on.
Okay. The third area that we're really, and Paul Friedlander and Vicki Chancellor are our chairs of that particular committee. Derek Pontlet's chairs our Governmental Affairs Committee. Any time a chamber gets involved in its community, it obviously people look to it to be the voice. Sure. What are the things that they support? What are the things that they don't support? So we have an active Governmental Affairs Committee that not only deals with when you have an election, putting together the debates that have to occur so that the people in the community can make an informed choice. It's the other things that are going on. If there's controversial issues, we had Sheriff Nacco in not too long ago who spoke to us about the problems that he sees in West Pasco. What are the things that we can do as a chamber to help him, and how he can help us as a chamber? And what are our business people going to be able to do to help West Pasco get back to its glory years?
So everybody is really participating, everybody has a voice, and it sounds like they're definitely being heard.
I think that's the strength of any true organization is the involvement that goes on. West Pasco, the entire community, I've never been in a place that doesn't get, or that gets together as an organization, as a group, more than all of West Pasco. And we've got like 160 nonprofits that are member of the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. So we are really in touch with the things that are going on in our community. But when there's something going on that everybody needs to pull together, I've never seen a community like West Pasco that pulls together to make things happen.
That's so wonderful. And let's touch on the 160 charitable organizations you just said. We're going to be doing some special segments on that where you, and of course you're always welcome to come back anytime you like.
Great.
And any of your members of your board, but we do want to have a segment where we're going to be featuring the different events that are from the charitable organizations. We need this in the community.
Sure.
You know, if we're going to be part of the business world, we need to jump right in with both feet and really share our passion for personal growth and development, business development, and we have leaders like yourself that are at that helm of the ship that can help us all do that.
Thank you. You know, well, actually my entire career was in the nonprofit world, having been in education. But when I was a principal and when I understood that it was the businesses in the community that could help me be an effective school leader.
Absolutely.
And in vice versa, it was the school that could help the businesses.
Sure.
It wasn't just a one-way street where I would ask businesses to do something for us. What is it that we could do for the businesses as well?
Sure.
When I went to the district office and worked in the Pasco Education Foundation, I didn't know anything about being a nonprofit. I knew about being a principal. And so one of the things that I know we need to do a better job as an organization with our nonprofits is providing them some training and education that they need to be better nonprofits. We've got a training coming up on April 17th, speaking of another education.
Very good.
That is the fiduciary responsibilities of nonprofits. People don't understand the fiduciary responsibility that nonprofits have, not only to the government, to maintain their 501c3 status or whatever C status they have,
okay,
but also to their donors, to their people that invest in them as an organization.
So that's who they're answering to. Now, on that note, is this training for existing charitable organizations or up and coming new people, or how does that work?
No, this training on April 17th will be, it's predominantly for our chamber members,
okay,
for that, but it's also, we're putting it out there and doing it for also if there's any estate planners and people like that might want to come to it in the area that are members of the organization as well. Perfect. Steve Athanasi from well, it used to be Trademark Capital. I forgot what the name of his new company is right off the top of my head, but Steve Athanasi is a fiduciary, is trained in this, and he's going to do a great job that day letting people know what they need to do to be better, more responsible as fiduciaries for the organizations they run. That's wonderful. And so that's coming up April 17th. April 17th, and where will that be held? That is going to be held at Rasmussen on Little Road, Rasmussen College, just in front of the government complex there on Little Road in Newport Richey. Is that a one-day affair? It's just a 1 hour affair. 1 hour. Just get them started. Power-packed hour. Power-packed 1 hour. They will get more information than they ever thought possible, and they probably walk out of there saying, "Boy, I got a lot to do." Love it. Just like I learned I had a lot to do. Oh, sure. Well, you know what? It sounds like you're very passionate on what you're doing. So I think when you're passionate about it, you just get the job done. We're going to take a brief little time out. And when we come back, we're going to continue to talk with Chip if you'll stick around with us. If you can put up with John and I. As much as I hate speaking in front of people. Yeah, I can tell. Can you tell? We'll be right back in just a little bit. Right, John? Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
And welcome back into My Chamber TV. I'm your host, Barbara Marvel. Thanks so much for joining us. And if you're tuning in for the first time, we're here every Wednesday at 12:30. So mark your calendar, sit back with your favorite beverage. What we do here at My Chamber TV is to give you an opportunity to not only see what's going on in your community, but come on in and let us sit and chat. And you can tell everyone what your chamber is all about, what your business is about, and we just have a good old time. With me is Chip Witkowski. You thought I was going to mess it up that time, didn't you?
No, I knew you had it.
Anyway, Chip's with us talking about the West Pasco. He's president of the West Pasco. And I am so thrilled to hear all the great things that are going on. We were talking about, some of the different people on the board and their positions and everything, which I think is really fabulous. I mean, you've really pulled this thing together. What I wanted to ask you about now was, how do you keep members involved? How do you keep them excited? How do you keep them involved as far as being proactive, accountable, commitments, volunteer? How do you do all that?
Let me know. No,
That's a good one.
I'm only teasing.
You know.
We have a pretty good idea. Obviously, when you're talking about membership, it's as important to recruit new members. It's just as important to retain the old ones.
Sure.
So one of the ways that people can stay involved or be active in their chambers to be involved. We have members, though, that with 900 members that I've not yet met. But yet they know how important it is to belong to a Chamber of Commerce, because they know that the Chamber of Commerce is the backbone of their community. So they join because it's important to them.
Right.
They know that, and in the case of, I think the statistics are like 60% of the people will buy from a Chamber member because they feel that's a reputable company because they're a member of the Chamber. So that type of information is critical to them. But then we have the group of people that really, really, truly get involvement is their passion. And we have two groups at the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce that are involved in that. The first one is our ambassadors. The ambassadors serve as the welcoming committee to the Chamber of Commerce. They're chaired this year by Mike Giselle. And the ambassadors truly do a great job. They're the ones that conduct all of our ribbon cuttings, and they also have a special event that they hold each year called the Ambassador Spelling Bee. It's truly a wonderful event. It's an adult spelling bee. It's a lot of fun and raises a lot of money for the chamber, but also they're able to give grants back out to our nonprofits in the community for great charitable causes. The other organization that people are very thrilled to be a part of is our Young Professionals Group. That's currently chaired by Tina Shelton. The Young Professionals Group is currently a group that's set up for young at heart, young at business, or young in mind. And so everybody is able to or young at age, I should say. So all of us fit into that category at this point in time. But the Young Professionals Group really also has as its mantra staying involved in giving our young professionals in the community an opportunity to realize what it's like to network, what it's to work with other business people to make your community a better place. They do a couple of events each year. One they just completed, the Young Professionals Group Chasco Fiesta Bowling Tournament, which was held last week, and they also do an event in November called the Sleek and Sexy. And Sleek and Sexy is an event that's it's a black tie type affair, and they just have a great time with that. And again, their mission is to promote young professionals, but also help the chamber raise necessary funds, but also help raise funds for charities in the community.
You know, that is so exciting. In fact, I was talking to a couple of our guests that's going to be coming on in a little bit about the young and upcoming professionals. When I started in business, we didn't have anything like that. The only way we would network is at social occasions, and when you're at social occasions, you want to be social, but you always end up pulling out your business card or whatever. So to see the younger generation to come in and hit the floor running with great ideas and networking and special events, charitable organizations, all that, I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Well, they have a lot they can learn from us, but more importantly, we have a lot we can learn from them.
I know, especially electronic media.
Oh
Good
my goodness.
Lord!
The social media aspect, yes, yes it is. Speaking of social media, that's another category of when we're talking about keeping our members involved is they've got to know what's going on to be involved. So we've tried to ramp up our communications. We still do our monthly newsletter, and we do some website ads and things like that. But one of the things that I started, almost a little over a year ago, was a weekly segment called News You Can Use. And
I love that.
We put it out through Constant Contact to all of our members, but it's just me telling them the message of the week, but also here's the things coming up next week that you'll want to be involved in. And so we've increased our attendance at these events, and we've increased the participation by promoting and letting people know that these events exist.
Just by branding that News You Can Use.
News You Can Use.
That is really neat.
Yeah, and it's amazing the people that I know I would never see at a chamber event. I'll play golf with these guys or whatever, but yet they'll tell me on Saturday morning, read your News You Can Use yesterday.
So give me some news you can use. Tell us out.
Right now, news you can use. Well, one of the greatest bits of news we got coming up, speaking of young professionals, is on May 8th, we're going to be holding a joint Young Professionals Group mixer and networking opportunity. We're going to be combining our efforts with the Tarpon Springs Chamber, as well as chambers all the way south all the way down to Clearwater, I believe. And then we also have our ambassadors are putting together a special mixer and ribbon cutting for one of our newest businesses up on the West Coast. And we're going to be having a huge event that night and an opportunity for people to win fabulous prizes, but also be able to come out and meet all the members of the chamber.
So you are incorporating fun with business and just really make it compelling. Who wouldn't want to join?
If we don't have fun, there's no sense in doing it.
I tell you got to have fun in life, really. Otherwise, it gets way too boring, especially when it comes to business.
But besides fun, we are about business. We just completed this year our most successful business development week we've ever had. That's a week-long series of events and seminars and trainings and luncheons that really give our members the opportunity to come in and learn how to be better business people. This year's focus was customer service.
Oh boy, that's a big one.
We also have our upcoming in June. We have our annual banquet where we award our citizens and nonprofit organizations of the year, but also our small and large business of the year. We have a membership drive coming up that's called Invasion to Business Success. That's going to take place in July. And then, of course, we have the Spelling Bee in August or September, whenever they determine that date is set. Then one of the things we're most excited about, and I'd be really remiss if I didn't talk about it, is we're bringing back Bike Fest. The Cody River Bike Fest is coming back this year.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
One of our board of directors, Steve Sherdell, who owns, among other stations, 106.3 True Oldies, came to the board and said, I want to bring back Bike Fest. And so we're bringing it back. It's going to be October 10th and 11th.
Good for you.
We're getting tremendous cooperation from the city of Newport Richey, tremendous cooperation from business partners throughout all of West Pasco. People are excited about bringing the bike and the biking community back down to Newport Richey for that event.
That is exciting. There's nothing like the heart of a biker.
You know what? The West Pasco Historical Society is right near Sims Park in downtown.
I know
Newport
exactly
Richey.
where that is.
And the gentleman that runs that organization told me last year that during Bike Fest, that's the week they get the most donations in their donation jar.
I'm not surprised.
And it's the heart of the biker. They are
Yeah.
tremendous individuals, and it's truly going to be a great event. And then the last thing that we're doing, really ramping it up this year, is every year the Chamber hosts a holiday parade, a night parade in the streets of Newport Richey. This year we're combining our efforts with Greater Newport Richey Main Street. Judy DeBella Thomas is the executive director there, and we're having a meeting in the near future. We're hopefully going to set that up over the next week or two, and we're going to invite as many people that would like to join us. We want to make the city of Newport Richey a destination spot during the holidays. We got the Lights of Celebration going on. Dave Paris is doing something up at the Concourse Council. A tremendous effort. You're going to have thousands and thousands of people going up to see his lights display up there at the Concourse Council.
Oh, okay.
At the Rotary Pavilion
Okay.
up in off of 52. But we want to give them, don't just come that night, then go another night and come downtown to Newport Richey and walk around and feel what it's like to be in a quaint, small, vibrant, alive, energetic town, and then let that all culminate with a special boat parade and then the street parade.
You took the words right out of my mouth, because Newport Richey is just such a quaint little town, and if you've never been there, you have to check it out. But this is so exciting, and you're just exuding all this excitement, and so I look forward to promoting more of the events that are, coming up with your chamber, and to hear more about the seminars and the trainings that you're doing. It is so very, very important, especially when you can go to one source for this training to help you propel your business and even in personal growth and development, because they go kind of hand in hand. So it's fabulous that we can talk about all this on My Chamber TV. So what do you think about My Chamber TV?
Well, I think My Chamber TV is a tremendous opportunity for chambers. If they don't know about it, if they aren't going to use it, they need to. Barbara does a great job. I was feeling a little apprehensive coming in here today, not sure what this was going to be. I like being on camera. I like performing. I enjoy performing live theater. This is live, but I will tell you that you need to talk to Barbara, and you need to get a hold of Barbara, because at this point in time, if you aren't promoting your chamber on My Chamber TV, you're not promoting.
It's really true, and I thank you for that little plug. The thing is that if you do want to get in touch with this, it's very simple. Just go to barbara@mychambertv.com, and we'll get you on the show. Take the opportunity and come on in. You don't have to be scared. It's very relaxed and laid back, and you'll really enjoy plugging your business, your chamber, and what's going on in your community. And we do have a producer, John, who he's on the ball most of the time. I'm just messing with you, John. We always.
And can we find you on Facebook?
You might be able to.
Okay.
Barbara Ann Marville Kelly, and you can also find My Chamber TV. And what's really great is probably today or in the morning, you'll be able to actually see the show, so you can send it out to those other members. And we're so excited about this because it really is growing very, very quickly. And they'll get a chance to see your presentation here today, and we'll get it up on Facebook, YouTube, and just let it continue to grow out there. So do you have anything else you want to share? We have about a minute before we take a break.
Nothing. I did want to, I'd be remiss if I didn't just talk about we just had a great golf tournament. That's all I want to say. Mike Tizow is the chair of that. We had it at Seven Springs. It was our most successful golf tournament ever. We probably doubled our net profit on the event this year.
That's
so
nice.
Thank you to all the sponsors and people that played. We were blessed. If you remember the weather that was supposed to be last Friday, just somehow it passed, and we didn't get drenched, and we got the tournament in, so that was exciting. I just want to say thank you to you for the opportunity to talk about
My
the
pleasure.
chamber, but say thank you to the community for the support you give to the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce, and thank you to our members. Because of people that like yourselves and the people that are involved in what's going on in West Pasco, it truly is a great place to live.
It certainly is. I lived there for many, many, many years. My kids grew up at the school that you were principal of at Colusa.
There you go.
Both my kids went there, and they're very prominent business people today. So I can give you a high five on that.
That's because they're products of the Pasco public school system.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we hope you join us, and if you want to get a hold of Chip for anything in your chamber you want to find out or become a member, really, just go ahead. And how will they contact you and your associates?
WestPasco.com.
WestPasco.com, and send them an email, give them a call. And if you want to join us here at My Chamber TV, certainly do that. You can email me at Barbara@My Chamber TV, or find us on Facebook, and you'll be able to see the archives. Did I tell you that?
You did tell me that.
Yeah, all the shows that you'll be able to see. So, Chip, thank you.
Thank you very much, Barbara.
Great having you on. We'll see you again sometime.
I hope so.
Stay right there. We have more guests coming right up after this. Good job. Good job.
Oh,
Good job.
I'll let you take the mic off.
Yeah, I stabbed him. Are you still in pain? No. Thank you. I hope you like it when you see it. You're a natural, Chip.
Thank you, sir. I'll see you later.
Bye now. Kathy Berry.
Yeah. Huh?
Kathy Berry.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online.
Okay.
A trusted
Awesome.
mortgage
I like
consultant
all,
will
like,
reach
the
out to
flips
you
now.
to find out what your goals are.
You're
Whether you're in the
just
market to
fine.
purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. I'm your host, Barbara Marville, and we're very excited to be with you once again. We have more special guests live and unrehearsed here in the studio, so sit back and get nice and comfortable. What we do here at My Chamber TV is to give you an opportunity to talk about your chamber, your businesses, special events, what's going on in the neighborhood. And right now, we happen to have with me Cathy Berry.
Correct.
Cathy is from the Regional Clearwater Chamber,
Clearwater
correct?
Regional Chamber of Commerce, correct?
And you are the Vice President of Business Development and Membership Advisor. We got the heavy hitters in here today, don't we?
Oh, yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's so great to be here. I'm so excited.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. You know, we want to. You heard us talking earlier with Chip, and this whole format is all about you, all about your chamber. What is the heartbeat? Who are the voices of the chamber? Can you share some of that with us, and what brings the passion out in you and the members?
Well, I think all of the things that we do at the chamber is very exciting. You know, we help business. We also look out for their welfare through our Government Affairs Committee. And we create events, we create awareness for our members with our non-for-profits. We do some events with them to create an awareness of the services that they provide in the community. We do educational things to help our businesses. My job as business development is really to be a resource for our businesses. At the chamber, we wear many hats, though, you know, because we're a small chamber as far as employees go, but we have over 800 and some members, so we all do a lot of different things within the chamber. But our focus is always to bring resources to them, to help them grow their business, and to help them with any types of issues that they may be facing that's you know, lacking in them growing and doing the things that they want to do in their business. So the exciting part is to just really, you know, be there for them and to watch them grow and to do anything that we can to help them.
That sounds very rewarding too. And you were, we had quite a nice conversation yesterday when we were going over some of the events that were coming up, and the training series that you have coming up is a 10-week series. I know we're going to be talking about.
Yes, we'll talk about that.
And so much more. So, what would you like to share with anyone out there that's tuning in for the first time as far as becoming a member? How does your chamber set itself apart differently than some of the other chambers out there?
Well, the Clearwater Regional Chamber has just celebrated recently its 92nd year. So we
Wait a minute, 92nd?
Yes, 92nd year.
Nice.
We won a sustainability award from the city of Clearwater last year because we have always been downtown Clearwater. We're on Cleveland Street in the downtown area. And so, you know, we're a regional chamber of commerce, and people say to me a lot of times, because they're familiar with other chambers, I've actually worked in other chambers. I worked in the Palm Harbor Chamber for about 3.5 years in Safety Harbor. And I worked under a program that back in 1999, the cities in Pinellas County Economic Development and the chambers decided to partner and to identify 9 people throughout the different cities in Pinellas County to go out and be a resource for business. So I happened to take the position over in Palm Harbor, and I did a trend report, and that was information that went back to economic development to see how businesses were growing. So I'd go in and talk with businesses. I would find out what their challenges were, and this was 2000, so of course at that time businesses were growing, asking them about their staffing needs and, you know, what kind of obstacles they were having to grow their business. And so I learned a lot, and my background before that was in staffing. For 15 years I worked for a large international staffing company, so of course that business experience helped me in moving into this position,
I would guess.
being in business assistance. So it was real interesting, and again, like you said, rewarding to talk to businesses and then be able to actually make a difference. And I think that's one of the things that happens in our chamber is we make a difference, you know, in our businesses any way that we can. We have, in being a regional chamber, my boss always says we're like a 3-legged stool. We are focused on tourism, we're focused on government, and of course business is one of our largest concerns. But as far as the government side of it goes, we do have a person that is employed by the chamber who's had 13 years experience working in Tallahassee in government, and also he's an attorney. So that helps us a lot when issues come through that, you know, are on the legal side. We have somebody in-house that we can just say, and it's amazing now when he's there how many issues will come up, you know, and things will run by him. But he's, you know, working with the city and he's working with businesses. We just had a signage issue over there in over in the East Lake area, and he worked on it. I don't know, challenged the statute, and finally they decided that he was right, and so the gentleman was able to keep up his signs that he wanted to have in his business. So, well, signage is a big problem no matter where you are, because like I said, I worked in 3 different chambers, and that's always the biggest issue. So we had a committee that actually worked for almost 1.5 years with the city on trying to change some signage issues. They bended a little, but you know, at least it was a win-win for some businesses. So we're out there in the community, the gentleman that actually is our chairman of the board now for the second year owns a company, and the county was actually going to change some laws which would have put him out of business. So he
Oh,
came to our
dear.
chamber as a new member, came to our chamber and said, you know, this can't happen. This is a 3-generation business. You know, my mother is still around. She's like 80 something. She still works in the business.
Oh my goodness.
And he's a family man and employs a lot of people, and they would have lost their jobs. And this was about 3 years ago when the economy already was so bad. So our then government affairs person, who went on to become a House of Representatives, she's now in the House, so she's no longer with the chamber, but she took him to meet with one of the county commissioners, and he pleaded his case, and they shelved the idea of passing that you know, bill at this time, especially during the time because economic, you know, it was so bad for people in business.
Sure.
So those are the kinds of things, you know, from being on the government side in our chamber that we really look to see how we can help business. And what Chris is doing now is doing a monthly, it's actually a weekly newsletter to keep businesses informed on what kinds of things are out there that can hurt their business. So it's going out to all of our members. They can keep on top of the different government things that are happening. And it's not just local, it's state and, you know, even federal. So, you know, we just had this big thing happen with this flood insurance bill that was going to devastate
Don't even get
anybody.
me started.
Yeah. Devastate, you know, people that were living in flood zones.
Sure.
And it wasn't, you know, people perceived that it was all of the people that were wealthy and, you know, so let them pay the extra money, but it wasn't. There's a lot of properties in Pasco County and other places that, you know, they're just medium income people and their insurance was going to be gone so high. So we became an advocate of that and educated our members and, you know, in our government affairs committee and also at other meetings on what that could mean. And now they have, you know, readjusted that. So it looks like that's not going to happen really at this time.
So because you became involved and became proactive, so it's not just about promoting your business, it's about
Well, it's
government
education
affairs,
too, right?
really,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and we're on the watch all the time. We have a really strong government affairs committee, and actually it's headed up by Carolyn Peterson, who was a city commissioner for several years, and so they're really ingrained in what goes on in the government, and you know, try to, because not everything you hear is for fact, but they know how to delve into that. Like Green Light Pinellas right now is a big thing that we're talking about. It has to do with the transportation system in Pinellas County and using pennies for Pinellas to change it from the system it is now into a, you know, a more effective system. So we're working very strongly in that at the chamber right now, and the Government Affairs Committee is really, that's their main focus, is to have that happen. So yeah, we really do look at how we can make a difference with businesses, and it affects not just business, but it affects our residents.
Sure.
And, you know,
Sure.
the people that live in Pinellas County. So
and the people that use the businesses.
exactly.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
So that's one side of our stool. The other one is tourism, and because of our location being so close to the beaches and so forth, we do a lot of things to bring tourism to Pinellas County. My boss, Bob Clifford, I should acknowledge him, is our president and CEO, and he heads up with Anita Treiser, who is someone that has been in tourism for many years. They have a large committee, which a lot of the hoteliers, the Threshers, the Phillies, the airport, they all are involved in this committee, and their motivation is to get, you know, tourism, to develop it and to bring attractions and events here so that, you know, we can put more heads in beds, as we say, in Clearwater. And so we brought the super powerboat races here. I don't know if you've heard of the Dolphin Project, but that's something we did.
We talked about that.
Yes, we did 2 years ago when the Republican National Convention was here to bring people into Clearwater Beach. So we had the goal of selling 50 or 60 of these 6-foot dolphins, and we had local artists paint them, and they were all lined up down around the Welcome Center down at the beach around the roundabout. And we now have 150 some of these dolphins around town, and we created a dolphin map. And I just had some girls come into our chamber because we have a dolphin the other day. They had the map, and they were going out to try to find all the dolphins, got their pictures taken. And so
I love it.
So it was a project that just started out to be a little idea, and it's snowballed, and people are still buying dolphins. So, but we do a lot of other things down there too. Mentioned the super powerboat races, and we just try to do events. We work with Jazz Holiday. They're actually housed in our chamber, so we're helping them promote Jazz Holiday, which is something that's been going on for years and years. And just do a lot of different things in the tourism. We do a lot of advertising. We advertise at Allegiant Airlines, other venues that we can get people to come and know how beautiful Clearwater Beach is. And actually, I think since we've just got about 4 different awards of being the best sunset and the best beach, and in one of my jobs, I also manage the Pier 60 Welcome Center, so I have a good pulse on how many people are coming in and out of there. And there's
Very
40
nice.
to 50,000 a year, and so they're swamped right now. It's pretty busy down at the beach with spring break.
That's fantastic. You wear a lot of hats.
Right.
Well, it's been so great having you here, and we're going to be taking a quick little break.
Okay.
We also want to share with anyone out there that is tuning in for the first time. You're watching My Chamber TV. We are the heart of your community, and we happen to have Cathy, who is talking to us from the Regional Chamber of Clearwater and telling all the great things that are going on. I mean, I can see all those hats that you're wearing, and I can also see a sparkle in your eye for what you're doing as well. So stick around, and we're going to be right back after a couple of messages, and we might have you sticking around for another minute or so.
I'd love to. I've got a few more things we could talk about.
Okay.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
that period of time. We've reached out to some of the foremost business advisors in the community as our speakers. And so we feel that, this is really going to, in an accelerated program, help businesses get all this information that would take them months and a lot of money to get, because first of all, they'd have to find these experts, and then, it's not inexpensive to spend 2 or 3 hours with someone who's a lawyer or a financial planner or someone that can help you with your social media or your marketing or your PR. So we thought we'd bring all these people together, and that's what we've done. And I think it'll be a really exciting series because we have different things. When I talked to you, you really were on the relationship building because that's our first topic. And we have Robin Labich, who has done this for several years. I've attended many of her seminars, and she makes it fun, but it really helps you identify different personalities of people that you're dealing with.
Sure.
And a lot of times that's real important when you meet somebody for the first time. If you don't understand how you need to approach them and talk to them, apparently you can tell I like to talk, but there's other people that just want the facts,
Right. Get to the point.
Exactly.
No fluff.
Exactly.
Just tell me what I want to hear and be done with it.
Yeah, and you can actually figure that out by the way they greet you.
Sure.
And how they present themselves in a situation, in the first meeting. So she does it in a really educational but fun way where you can, zero in on the personalities of the people that you're talking to. So that's our first session. And then we have leadership, purpose, core values, and vision for your business will happen on the second session. We are going to have, public relations, like I said, in marketing and accounting, and lawyers to talk about legal issues in your business. And then we have 2 representatives from Pinellas County Economic Development to present their programs. And then we have SCORE, which is a non-for-profit business counseling group. They're retirees, most of them were successful business people. So they're going to actually offer a session called, to pitch your business, and you will be like kind of in a Shark Tank where they'll have 4 or 5 different people there, and you get up and you do your sales pitch, and then they're going to critique you and try to give you assistance in how to make that more effective. So it's going to be a fun thing, but it'll be also very educational. And again, it starts April 21st. It'll be held at our chamber downtown. You can go to our website, www.clearwaterflorida.org, and you can just go onto the event page, and it'll have all the information to register and to know about the pricing, and the speakers are all listed there.
So
too.
it has all broken down as to what you're going to
down.
learn. And everything. I think this is
Exactly.
fabulous. Businesses really do need that. And we were talking about that earlier, about doing the research on finding all these different professionals and experts in their fields. What you're doing is you're bringing it all to them.
Exactly. And most of these people I've known for a while. A lot of them have been chamber members for a long time. Some of them on our board. And I've sat and, and attended some of the things that they've done. So, and they're all very successful. So I think it's going to be a wonderful program. And, if you're looking to get that information that you don't know where to go, or you don't have the money or time to, spend on each one of these individuals, and then as you need help as your business grows, you've now made those connections.
Yeah.
So,
and then you have those for future reference. That's what I love
Definitely.
too. You have it for future, and you're going to be good to go. So that is really good. So mark that on your calendar. Go to the website, check it out. Spend some time there, and just think about what your business is lacking and how you may be able to help it. And even if you don't think your business is lacking, I'm sure when you attend these professional speakers and all the different classes or different teachings that they're going to do, you'll glean something from it. You'll have those aha moments.
Well, and I think too, I always say when you get 2 people together, it's networking. We're hoping to have about 38 people in our boardroom doing this. And how better to learn? I always say, well, why reinvent the wheel? I'm sure there's going to be other people in that room who have experienced what you've experienced. So just the interfacing with other business people, it's priceless. You can't put it.
It is priceless.
Yeah. So I think it'll be, over a 10-week period, you'll gain new contacts and, come away with some valuable information also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, this is really a good point. So we have that, and then you were also going to talk about make a difference. I love those words. I say those constantly because I think it's important, especially when we get to a certain time in our life, we do want to make a difference. And we can do that either in our personal life and or in our business life, or both.
Right.
So you have this coming up as well, which resonated.
Another event at the chamber, we have different committees, and we have a non-for-profit business council. We also have an Hispanic business council that we started about
Nice.
3.5 years ago. And that was an outreach to the Hispanic business community, because I learned over time, you know, that it's a culture that doesn't really reach out to you, so we need to really reach out to them. So created some great relationships with the Hispanic business community, and we actually partnered with HBIF, which is a Hispanic Business Initiative Fund, and they do free counseling, and they also have grants for Hispanic businesses, and they've only been in Hillsborough County for a long time, and they're now going to start counseling at the Chamber in Pinellas County, because they're getting a lot of people from Pinellas traveling to Hillsborough, and said, well, why don't we just do it at this chamber? So they're members. So they're there twice a month, and we're having a kickoff luncheon on April 15th for them to talk about what kinds of things that they can help the Hispanic businesses do, and also the grants that they have available. So if you're in Hispanic business and you want to reach out to us on April 15th, on our website we have that information. It'll be held again at the Chamber from 11:30 to 1. So that's been a real great opportunity, you know, to bring in those businesses too, to let them know what a Chamber of Commerce is, because a lot of them didn't know, you know, they just had no idea what we do there. So, and I've gotten a lot of education just by dealing with the Hispanic business community. So, but the other passion I have is our non-for-profit business council, and again, that started probably about 3.5 years ago. And the Chamber felt that we really needed to create an awareness for our non-for-profits. The first event I did was about a couple years back, and I had over 100 people there. And it really not only helped the general public or our members to know, but it created alliances between the organizations who didn't know that they could really work together in a lot of the issues that they were facing. So they created some strategic partnerships, which was great from that event too. But this one, April is National Volunteer Month, in case you don't know that. And so every April, we at least try to do something with the non-for-profits and a few other things throughout the year, more on the educational side. But this event will be held April 8th, and it's going to be held over at the Winter's Dolphin Adventure, which is downtown Clearwater at Osceola and Cleveland. And it's a great venue to have it in, because it's, you know, part of the whole CMA aquarium. So just coming to an event there is an experience. But it's April 8th from 6 to 8 o'clock. And I have about 23 non-for-profit organizations registered right now.
Very nice.
And they will be set up. And we've created a scavenger hunt type game that's going to be a lot of fun. And we've done this with the Clearwater Young Professional Group, which I know they're going to be talking shortly, and they can talk a little bit more about this. But we decided, you know, we'd do a partnership with them. We thought it'd be a great event for us to do, because the young professionals are looking for those opportunities to really get, you know, to grow their, you know, careers. It's great to get involved in a non-for-profit organization. You grow that way, and you'd get, you know, your own appreciation of what they're trying to do. So we have the young professionals working with us on this event, and we've created, like I said, the scavenger hunt, which will be fun, and we'll have some prizes. And we also are going to have a couple presentations. And one of our speakers is Zach Bonner. And when he was 7 years old, he started his own non-for-profit organization.
Oh my goodness.
Called the Little Red Wagon.
I want to hear about that.
Yes, and he wanted to help homeless children. At 7, he decided that there was a lot
Bless his heart.
Yes, so he went out and he started just doing things, I guess, trying to help these homeless kids. And at age 9, he actually received a Presidential Service Award for his efforts in this project. So I don't have a lot of details. I'm excited as you are to come and hear exactly what he did. But he's now 17 years old. And he's working again. He's constantly been working since then on some projects. And now he's, you know, collecting food and things for people that, you know, are in need. And that's his focus right now. And he did a long mission. I was reading him online actually the other day, and he actually walked, I don't know, like thousands of miles through all these different states in order to generate charitable acts for the people, you know, that needed it within the states that he was touching out to.
What a role model. I mean, when you really think about that, that's, I definitely want to hear more about that. I know we're running out of time here.
Okay.
I want to thank you so much for joining us,
Oh, well,
and
thank
we'll
you.
have more to share. You're going to come back, I hope.
Yes. Well, I have another speaker to tell you about.
We do. We have a couple of our from the
Yes.
young professionals coming up here in just a minute.
Okay.
So thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you.
You're a delight. I love
you.
hearing
I
you
loved
talk
it.
about
Yes, well,
all
this
this,
is awesome.
and we'll see you next time at My Chamber TV.
Definitely. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. I'm your host, Barbara Marville. It's great to be back with two more young, upcoming professionals known as the Clearwater Young Professionals. We happen to have Andrea Hansen and Melissa Zarn.
Yep.
Did I get that right?
Yes.
Oh, good. 'Cause I hate to injure names here. Well, I am really excited to have you girls as guests today and what you're doing, because I was telling the girls, geez, when I started in business, we didn't have any opportunity like this, and especially for the younger generations to be able to hit the floor running. You get out of high school, you get out of college, and you have this source that you can get involved with. So I'd love to hear each of you where your business, your place of business is, and what you think the chamber is doing, what you can do with the chamber, and you must talk about that little hat too.
Okay.
So feel free,
Me first?
jump right in.
Sure. Well, as you mentioned, I'm Andrea. I actually work for the Hilton Clearwater Beach during the day. I'm
Okay.
an executive meeting manager, so I handle group bookings. So anything from 10 to 50 room nights that'll fall in my area. Anything social, whether it be something like just get-together, family get-togethers. Most of our events are more corporate-driven, so companies that want to have meetings, large and small. Associations as well. We do get a lot of associations that come in and have meetings with us. So we have a beautiful beachfront location,
Ooh,
indoor, outdoor space. We can do receptions out on the deck. So we have a lot of flexibility with where I'm at. But today I'm here to promote Clearwater Young Professionals. So I got involved a little over a year ago. For me, it was just a way to get out and meet new people in the area. I was in Orlando before this, so I moved here not knowing anyone really and wanting to get involved and meet new people and network, and I've had a great experience, and I'm now more involved as one of the social chairs of the organization, so I get to help plan the events, and it's a lot of fun. So just love what we do, and we have a couple events we'll be talking about and trying to promote, and always looking for new members or just anyone that wants to get involved and with networking opportunities, making new friends, meeting new people.
So you sound very passionate about joining the group because you were able to get out and meet new people and network and all of that kind of good stuff. So
Yes.
that's fabulous. How about you?
Well, like you said, I'm Melissa Zarn. I work for Great Circle Studios. We do web design and web marketing. And I know everybody's curious about the tiny hat. So our web marketing side, we call it our web concierge, because what we do is it's like an individualistic approach to each client. Whatever that client needs, we'll research it, and that's what they're going to get. There's no like one size fits all package for people. So because we call it the concierge department, we thought, well, we should have hats, but wouldn't it be funnier if they were tiny instead of regular size? So we do the tiny concierge hats, and then every employee, once they've been with us for 90 days, they get their own tiny hat. So I have the Viking.
I love it. What a great little way to brand yourself that can grow, and it's a great way to remember who you are and everything. So now, how long have you been involved?
I have been involved with the Clearwater Young Professionals since about last November, and really one of the main reasons we moved our offices, and we're now right across from the chamber. So that's kind of how I started getting involved. And like as Andrea said, I'm fairly new to this area, so it was a good way to meet people. It's a good way to network with people in other industries that you wouldn't normally come across, and just in a way to just kind of explore the area where you live, meet, learn about other businesses where we hold some of our events. So it's really great, and we do a lot of fun events throughout the year.
So when you relocated, did you contact the chamber and join the chamber first, or how did you get involved with all this?
Well, we joined the chamber as a company first,
Okay.
and then one of their younger employees kind of came over and talked to me about the young professionals and got me involved, and so I became I'm an education co-chair now, so I plan our educational events along with Jennifer Benson, who's with the Tampa Bay Business Journal.
That is so fabulous. So do you guys work with one another on any particular projects?
some stuff,
Yeah,
me and her.
Yeah,
yes, like
especially the Make a Difference night that Kathy was talking about
Oh,
earlier.
yes, Kathy was talking about that. Yes.
So that's a joint effort between social committee and educational because it covers all areas. So
Sure.
my role is also philanthropy. So every quarter we do at least one philanthropic event where whether it's at a nonprofit or we did Habitat for Humanity in the past. More recently we did a skate night where proceeds benefited a nonprofit organization. So at least every quarter we try to do something like that. But this event's great because it kind of ties in with education as well. We'll have a speaker. So it's something that is a joint effort between both of our roles.
That's fabulous. We've been talking about education and how important it is with Chip, with Kathy, and now with you girls through really the whole hour. And it just seems like that is really the mainstay, is to just get educated on what you're looking for to improve your business and different aspects of it, different expertises, if you will. Now, you have some events coming up that you want to share with us?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the Make a Difference night, as Kathy said, I just wanted to mention again, is Tuesday, April 8th from 6 to 8
Okay.
at the Winter's Dolphin Tail Adventure. Our next event will be a happy hour, and that's going to be Wednesday, April 23rd from 5:30 to 7, and that's at the new Yard of Ale on Ulmerton in Clearwater.
Very nice.
Otherwise, we do a minimum of 2 events a month. So we do a general session on the second Thursday of every month where we will have a speaker, and Melissa actually coordinates those. So it's always someone reputable in the industry that, has, whether it's business advice or personal advice, or it's always someone that's very, reputable in the industry and has like a good message to put out there. So those are great to get that educational part. And then we always will do at least one mix and mingle every month, which is a little bit more informal. It's more just a kind of happy hour / networking event. It's a great way to just meet people from different businesses, make new friends, make new contacts. So that's more of an informal event. So, for people that may not be able to commit to a 2-hour block of time,
Sure.
it's fine. You can come for 20, 30 minutes and we'll be happy to have you. And, there's not a set agenda on that one. So that one's good if you just want to kind of feel us out and see what we're all about. It's the 4th Wednesday every month, and it'll be posted on our website, cyprofessionals.com, and we also are on Facebook and LinkedIn as well.
Oh, very good. You read my mind. I was just going to ask you about that. Well, this is really fun. I tell you, I am so glad to see that you have this group. I have grandson coming up, and well, it'll be a while, so you guys will really have your act totally together, even more so down the road. Isn't this great to have the organization, the go-to girls, where you want to find out more about education and growing your business and networking? And I love the fact that you have several different options for a couple-hour block of time to where you can get educated, or to just go to a simple happy hour and meet and greet. I think it's really great. So you've given your website on how to get in touch with you girls. Is there anything you would like to say to our audience out there, as far as some of you? Give us each your biggest takeaway from being part of the Young Professionals group.
Well, for me, it's interesting because, I've always been in hospitality and the hotel business, and I kind of wanted to get more involved in the sales and event side, but to be honest, I didn't even really know how to do that. I've done all different roles in the hotel, from, even housekeeping, concierge, different things like that, but it can be hard to get into the sales and events world. And joining this organization has given me the opportunity and almost the courage and confidence to really move forward in my career. And I just was promoted 2 months ago so where I am in the position I'm in now, where I am a sales manager, and to be honest, this organization was a huge part of that, because I could speak about some of the things I've done, and my leaders see that I'm getting involved in the community and getting my hotel's name out there as well as my name out there, and I guess they decided they wanted to hang on to me.
See, congratulations! So you're really setting an example for other young and upcoming professionals. So
definitely.
That is a great testimonial. It truly is. Thank you. And yours?
Like I said earlier, great networking opportunities, and it's the events we put on, you know, most of the time when I'm looking for a speaker or something, I have an overwhelming amount of people to reach out and say, hey, maybe this person would be interesting. So it's just great to see, you know, the different connections people have.
Feel good.
Yeah.
It's all feel good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
So that's
just
my
so
favorite part about it, is just like the you know, cool people like around the Tampa Bay area that, you know, it's a easy way to get them in front of an audience.
And there's a lot of that in this area. There truly is. So I want to thank you girls for joining us today, and we hope you'll come back with more future events and
love to.
special happenings and all of that. What do you think about this My Chamber TV?
It's really
Very
cool.
cool, yeah.
I'm not familiar with it either, but yeah, I think it's
a great idea.
Something that's not out there anywhere else. So it's a very innovative idea, and excited to see it grow, and hopefully we'll get to come back again.
Well, we'll be happy to book you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. And we want to invite you to join us as well. If you'd like to be coming on the show, all you have to do is email me at barbara@mychambertv.com, and I can book you and have you come in and talk about your chamber, your businesses. If you have any referrals for us, somebody that would like to come in and get some airtime, we'll be happy to give you a taste of My Chamber TV. And it's going to air every Wednesday at 12:30, live and unrehearsed. But what's really great about this is when you go to the website, you'll be able to see every archive show. So if you had to leave to go back to work during your lunch hour when you were tuned in to us today, not to fret. You can always watch it on mychambertv.com. So it's great to have you with us, and I'm just checking to see how much time we have. It looks like I'm getting the wrap sign, so it's a wrap. Thanks, girls. I'll see you next week at 12:30. Be there or be square.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.